Alrighty, so the Messiah Sports Tournament. Give you a brief history about it. It started in 1953 by Dr. Ray Hostetter of Messiah at that time, and basically his purpose of bringing the tournament to Messiah was to get more people onto the college's campus, and also to get churches in the local area to help connect with each other and just to build community. In the past years, we've done 4 sports. We've done basketball, soccer, volleyball, and table tennis. This coming year, we're going to expand. We're also adding co-ed volleyball, and we're also going to add dodgeball. So we're hoping to hit a lot of the youth with the dodgeball, and also to kind of hit a different demographic with co-ed volleyball to get a lot of males who may be interested in playing the sport. So really, the ideal age for our tournament is both men and women, anywhere from the ages of 14 to 40, 45, however old people want to keep competing. Every year it is run during the second full week in March, which is the same time as Messiah College's spring break. So we're doing it when no one else is there, and we kind of have all the facilities to ourselves, and we're able to run the tournament effectively each and every year. Historically, we have run it over a period of 5 days. We do it a Friday, a Saturday, and then Tuesday, and then Friday and Saturday again. But depending on the size of the tournament, we may have to run it 6 or 7 nights a week. But usually, we're able to fit all the games in between 5 days. So the size and the scope of the tournament, more than 85 teams on average over the past 5 years. That's between all the sports, and again, that doesn't include dodgeball or co-ed volleyball. So we're hoping that number does expand to, hopefully over 100. On average, we have around 500 spectators attend each year. So total, we're looking at 1,000, 1,200 individuals who are coming to Messiah to either watch, play in the games, or just to be a part of the tournament in some possible way. Just some general information about the tournament. There are 2 gymnasiums at Messiah College. We have Hitchcock, which has, there's 4 basketball or volleyball courts there, and then we also have another gym called Brubaker, which has 2 courts. So total, we have 6 courts we're able to use. We also have an auxiliary room where we hold table tennis, and that's about 50 feet by probably 80 feet long. So big enough area to fit 4 tables with space for spectators. We also have 5 electronic scoreboards in our possession now. We're thinking about purchasing a 6th one, so just to help the games run smoothly, make everything kind of more efficient than doing it just by pen and paper or flip charts. We also, the tournament committee has been a part of setting up this tournament for over 20 years. They've done a great job every year of setting it up and helping things run smoothly, and so they have a lot of experience, and everything usually goes well. The audience, so the people that we're seeing come to the tournament, just to kind of give you an idea of the demographic, most of them are church members, anywhere from ages of 14 to 60. Most of them are white, and most of them are middle-class families. The tournament staff. We have a tournament director who oversees the entire tournament, how it runs, how it operates. We also have an assistant director who helps the tournament director with finances, the budgeting, purchasing items, and just kind of, again, the general logistical flow of the tournament, making sure everything goes well. And then for each sport, we have an individual sport coordinator. As I mentioned earlier, we have many years of tournament experience of running this exact tournament at Messiah, and we've been able to work through the problems and fix them and try and help it to be one of the pristine church tournaments. And most of the tournament staff has actually participated in it, the tournament at some point. So we understand where the spectators are coming from, where the participants are coming from, and we like to meet the needs of them and also anyone else who is either volunteering or helping out in some capacity. And as we start to talk about sponsorships, the tournament committee is definitely there to work with the sponsors just to help make sure all the banners stay up, make sure their tables are taken care of, and that nothing's getting ruined or misused in any way. And we just want it to be the best possible experience for all of our sponsors. So this kind of brings us to the strategic fit, which is, why is this sports tournament a good fit for you and your organization? First of all, similar target markets. Looking at you specifically with Push the Rock, you guys are looking for younger people interested in sports, but also interested in ministry. Explaining their faith and talking to other people and witnessing. And that is one of the primary goals of the tournament. We're trying to bring people together through sports, through a common bond of their faith, and so we have similar ideals, similar target markets that we're trying to reach. You could also get increased awareness from potential consumers. Looking at either parents who may want to send their kids on sports ministry trips, or the individuals themselves. College students, high school students who love sports, and have great faith and may want to be able to combine those two in some capacity. Also, compatibility and ease of implementation. The tournament directors are definitely there to help this be easy and work with you guys to make it a great experience so that you're getting a great bang for your buck, and that it's not just money that you're putting in that we're using to run the tournament, but it's also an investment for you guys that you're getting something in return and seeing maybe your numbers increase as well. And then the biggest thing is exclusivity. So we can promise you as a tournament staff that there will be no other ministry-based organizations as one of our sponsors. You will be the only sports ministry group, the only outreach ministry organization. So you won't be running into conflicts with another sponsor saying, "Hey, come to our table over there." That will be solely your jurisdiction at the tournament. The media and promotional opportunities that you can receive as a sponsor with the Messiah Sports Tournament. First off, we have on-site promotional opportunities. So if you want to, use our PA system and make an announcement of, hey, the first 5 people to come to our table and, do something, receive a free T-shirt, or, the first 5 people to like us on Facebook can get this, or, whatever you'd like to see that be, whether it be throwing out T-shirts or anything that you would like to do, you can actually do them during the games or in between games. Also, flyers and posters. We let you guys put flyers and posters up at Messiah, or as part of our packages that we send to the churches with the registration, we'd be able to put your logos on them so that they're getting out, just away from Messiah, but also into the hands of the people at their homes, at their churches, the places that they do business. Right now, we have an email list of over 200 people who, are affiliated with the tournament, have worked with the tournament before, and, we do send email blasts out to them throughout the year just saying, hey, here's the registration info, hey, deadlines now, so we would be willing to, put, Push the Rock logos on there, put, something about reminding them to check out Push the Rock on Facebook, or, we would obviously work with you, and wherever you guys would want that to be used, we'd be able to fit you into that scheme as well. We have thought about, going on radio, looking at Christian radio stations in the area like WJTL or Word FM, maybe, trying to work with them. So if we, decide to get a 30-second spot and we go, hey, reminder that the Messiah Sports Tournament is coming up March 8th to the 16th. Also, please check out Push the Rock Ministries. They'll be there if you're interested in sports, and then you can kind of throw your own spiel in there. That is something you'd be able to get into. The T-shirt logo possibilities. In the past, we've done cotton T-shirts, and we put sponsors' logos on the back. What I would love to get to in the future is the athletic polyester sportswear T-shirts. A lot of people like to use them, much more comfortable than cotton, and I feel like this would be great for both the participants and the sponsors, because not only is it not just one of 500 cotton T-shirts that they're getting, it's something different, something that they're going to wear, and something that your logo will be seen when they're going out and playing a basketball game or playing a soccer game, and something that will be very visible to them. Loudspeaker announcements, kind of as I mentioned before, we would let you in on our social media outlets, but you'd be able to make announcements at the game saying, hey, come visit our table, please check us out, this is what we're doing, this is what we're about. And social media, we would obviously be willing to work with you guys through Facebook, Twitter, whatever avenue you'd like to explore, and just reminding people about Push the Rock and who you guys are and what you do. Right now we have 3 tiers of sponsorship. Tier 1 is our presenting sponsor, which is essentially you are the main sponsor, you're the head honcho, which this would be $1,000. And this, you would get the largest T-shirt logo size. There would be no other sponsor with a logo the size as yours. We are thinking about starting a scholarship, so you would be able to either have the name, you would either be able to pick the name of the scholarship, or you would be able to help us, work that in some capacity. So it could be the Push the Rock Sports Ministry Scholarship through the Messiah Sports Tournament or something. You would also get speaker announcements. You would have the prime vendor location, which we straight out the main doors at Messiah and outside of the Hitchcock Gym, which is the one with the 4 courts. Mm-hmm. So you would be right there. People would see you right as they come out of the gym. And then also we would include your logo on all emails, promotions, and other items during the tournament. The second tier, which is the T-shirt sponsor, which is $500, you would have a medium-sized T-shirt logo. You would also receive a vendor station. Again, it wouldn't be the prime location. You would receive 1 or 2 announcements during the actual event, and then you would be able to do promotions during the tournament. Finally, we have the third tier, which is the supporting sponsor, and this is the the lowest tier we have of sponsorships. So you would get a small T-shirt logo size and a vendor station. And these are subject to change depending on the amount of sponsors we get, but what you see is definitely what you get. You may receive some more benefits depending on if you're the presenting sponsor or the T-shirt sponsor, but we would obviously make you aware of those, and this is something we work with you. And if you have other ideas, something you'd like to explore, we're definitely open to working with you. So what is your benefit from joining with the Messiah Sports Tournament? We think you could see increased sales opportunities. This maybe applies for more of our other sponsors, but for you guys, you would definitely, see maybe more, students signing up for your camps, or, wanting to help out in terms of ministry and going to other camps to, lead a sports camp. You would also get more media coverage, whether it be through radio, social media, just on-site signage. Your logo would be out there. People would be becoming more aware of what Push the Rock is and what you guys are about. Customer hospitality opportunities. So this is a chance for you to, meet somebody there and, talk to them and develop a relationship and just, put in their mind, hey, I met Mike Tooman. He was a great guy, and, I really got to like him, and let's go check out what Push the Rock is about. Let's go to their website. So just a chance to, interact and, meet some people and make those face-to-face connections. And then also the promotional activities. So, handing out your own T-shirts or having a contest, having a foul shooting contest or something like that, knockout. You could do something where it could be the Push the Rock knockout contest. So everybody would come and, it would be whoever wins would receive $100 to a sports camp or something like that. Again, there are so many different sponsorship benefits and so many ways that we can help make this a great opportunity for you and really make it a great investment. So that is essentially the end of my presentation. I'm sure there are a lot of questions. I'm sure there's a lot of things I didn't cover, but again, we just like to remind you that the tournament committee is really here to help you guys to make this a great opportunity and to make it an investment of your money in terms of sponsorship. So what questions do you have for me?
No, I do think it does sound like a great opportunity. I guess earlier you said about making it like a premier tournament. Are there other tournaments like this? For like churches do this kind of thing?
I know
that you're aware of.
I know in Chambersburg they have leagues.
Okay.
So I can't think of any actual tournaments. Okay. I know in February at Messiah there is actually a youth dodgeball tournament, but that's just for youth groups.
Okay.
And that's for that is just churches in the local area. So I think it is. It's not necessarily obviously you haven't known about these things, but. Right. We would like it to be, just in general, even a premier tournament.
Okay.
And is it any churches are able to come, or
mm-hmm.
is it?
We our history has been mostly in the Brother in Christ denomination, but we are expanding out to other churches. We haven't specifically targeted them or actively pursued them to be like, hey, try and come. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a meeting with a local pastor who has good connections with other pastors in the area, and his mindset is one of one church, one body, not necessarily the denomination. Mm-hmm. So just working with him to get some contacts at other churches and being like, hey, this is a great opportunity and chance to come out. So that is something we are because we have seen our numbers drop. Economy hit. It's obviously affected a lot of people. So at one time they were up to like 55 basketball teams. And now we're at, I think, 28. So, it's still a healthy tournament, but we would like to build it back up and to get it to be,
I think adding co-ed volleyball and dodgeball will definitely help, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping that dodgeball we can, because we haven't seen as many youth, those ages 14 maybe to 18 come out. And that's I'm hoping dodgeball is something that a lot of people will be interested in. Can kind of,
yeah. Sort of.
Yeah.
Everybody can play it kind of.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I have really a whole lot of questions. I feel like you explained it pretty well.
And this is something, if you guys do have questions,
right,
as you think of them, you can always email me, call me.
Yeah. Well, I was scribbling like mad because I definitely want to take this to the rest of the board, and since they couldn't all come down here, and share this with them, but I think it's pretty awesome, so